traveling across the length and breadth of India to hunt for the most drool-worthy jewelry, the finest craftsmanship, and the most exotic connections with a glittering past.
Seems like I'm part of a fairy tale.
My travels have now led me east to the city of Kolkata.
When I'm getting married, this is the place I'm coming to.
I'm Nikita Anand, and this is Oh My Gold. Kolkata was once the capital of British India. It was known as the Jewel of the East. Today, the capital of West Bengal is a photogenic mix of crowded markets, lumbering trams and colonial buildings, jostling for space among modern structures. Set on the banks of the majestic Hooghly, as the last stretch of the Ganga is called, Kolkata is a celebration of art, culture, cuisine and creativity. Renowned as a cultural hub of modern India, Kolkata has a love of the fine things. The city is said to have some of the finest jewelry craftsmen in the country. But before I enter the glittering world of Bengal bling, I need to make a stop at a potter's locality in the heart of old Kolkata to experience a sacred form of craftsmanship. Of all the festivals in Kolkata, the grandest is Durga Puja. And at the center of all the pomp and celebration is Goddess Durga. The Divine Mother comes to life in the hands of expert artists who've practiced the craft of creating idols for generations. It is here that I meet Ina. Ina Ahluwalia is a jewelry designer, and she has invited me here to show me where she gets her inspiration from.
Hi!
Hi Nikita, how are you?
Very well, Ina. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, and welcome to Calcutta.
Thank you so much. It's such a lovely city.
It is, isn't it? I thought this is the most magical place in the city to start your trip with. This is Kumartuli. This is where they make the idols of Durga. And so I come here very often to draw my inspiration.
Ina, do we see the goddess in your jewelry as well?
You see the power of the goddess in the jewelry.
Although these idols are awe-inspiring and fantastic to look at, I'm still very curious to see how elements from here get transformed into jewelry.
Wow, all this stuff looks amazing.
This is actually my favorite collection. It's called the Wedding Vows collection.
So, wow.
Yes.
Okay, you said wedding collection, but I see a lot of daggers and knives happening here, so...
It's actually a stand against domestic violence. And that's why there's a lot of imagery of the weapons of the goddesses. For example, this is a 3-layer Trishul earring. This is a 3-dimensional Trishul earring.
These are very interesting.
And they're all made in silver with 22-carat gold plating.
What you're trying to say is that when a woman wears these, she is reminded of, her inner strength, the power that she has within herself.
Absolutely. And it's supposed to remind men that, you pray to the mother goddess. How can you disrespect the woman?
Treat the women with respect.
Absolutely. And now you know why Kumartuli inspires me this much.
Ina's collection features weapons that depict the power of the goddess and symbolize courage and strength.
Another thing that I really like here is these very beautiful earrings.
So this is a take on the jhumka. They're called the warrior helmet jhumka. And they look like a warrior helmet on top, and there's little arrowheads at the bottom.
I want to try this on.
Sure. And this is for the other ear.
I feel like a warrior princess now.
Up next is a collection that Ina calls the door to the soul.
So what's the story here?
The story here is supposed to remind you of the most precious jewel, one that you already own, but may have forgotten about, and that's the golden light within yourself. So this is the golden cell. It talks about how we are born with the golden light within you, but all you need to do is open the door to touch it.
So this is the doorway to my soul.
And this is the heart of gold. It's actually the biological heart cut out in silver with 22-carat gold plating.
This is my heart of gold.
Yes.
Ina's offbeat jewelry was such a great introduction to the cultural traditions of Kolkata that it got me craving to find out more. And this 1940s Rover convertible is the perfect vehicle to take me back in time. My destination, Senco Gold, one of the biggest jewelry brands in Kolkata. Senco Gold has been catering to West Bengal's appetite for gold for more than half a century. I'm here to meet Suvankar Sen, who is part of the family business. He has offered to show me the splendors of Kolkata jewelry, its nuances and finery.
Shivankar, I'm really excited to be here in Kolkata because, I've heard a lot about the fine craftsmanship of the artisans here.
You're absolutely right, Nikita. In Calcutta and in Bengal, you have one of the finest craftsmen across India. I'll show you a piece. Here you go. What Bengal jewelry is all about. It's about handcrafted jewelry.
Right.
It's about intricate designing. And here you see one form, which is called the wire form or the tar.
So this is filigree work.
This is one part of the filigree work. The other part is this one, which is basically the work of tiny balls. Back in the olden times, when the Greeks settled down in India, and during the Shunga dynasty, they settled down in Bengal,
Right.
and that is where this work started happening.
So this is about the Greek influence. Are there pieces here which have local influence?
Yes. So
Right.
you have something called the Naksha work.
Naksha meaning a map?
Yes. How that is done is basically on the sheet of gold, you're drawing the design and then you're chiseling it out. So here you see, this is called the Naksha Bala. The bangle in Bengal is called Bala. There's this another type of Bala called the Chingri Mukh Bala.
Okay.
Chingri means prawns. Bengalis love their fish, they love their sweets, and they love their gold.
So at least in this piece, they've combined their love for gold and the fish.
The kind of jewelry that Kolkata is best known for is a spectacular mosaic of influences from around the world and through the ages. From ancient Greek traders to the Mughals, and of course its own British colonial past. Like other forms of art and culture, Kolkata's jewelry too has been shaped by history, and its constant evolution with contemporary styles is adding a new dimension.
Like in South India, temple jewelry is very famous. And people love to wear their gods and goddesses on them. So is that also the case here?
Unlike South India, where people wear jewelry with gods and goddesses on them, the women of Bengal wear jewelry which are worn by the gods and goddesses. So you have something called the Rani Har.
Rani Har as in the queen's necklace?
Yes. So here, if you wear this jewelry, it'll make you feel like the queen and the goddess.
I want to feel like the queen.
Wow, this surely makes me feel royal and divine.
These are called the malas, and these are all very typical of Calcutta and all handcrafted. Like, look at this. This is inspired by the flower. Similarly,
Shivankar, this is quite unique. Look that it has. It's more
Exactly.
spring-like.
It's very flexible.
Is this, a conscious design feature?
Yes, it is. Because
To
you're
make
wearing
sure
it
it's-
all the time, so automatically it needs to have that flexibility.
I think this is, truly reflective of the fine craftsmanship of Bengal.
Bengal's goldsmiths are some of the most sought after in the country. Their skill and finesse is evident in each of these pieces. This gorgeous Bengali bala can be teamed with various outfits and makes quite an impression. It's the perfect piece to spunk up your little black dress, for instance. Now, wouldn't that make for a grand entrance at a party? The bala can also add a dash of retro glamour to your sari. To look like the belle of the ball, just team up the bala with your gold necklace and earrings. But make sure the occasion justifies blinging up.
This is inspiration from the tribal Bengal jewelry.
So does this work really well on Valentine's Day?
Kolkata's British colonial past led to some interesting fusions in design, including in architecture. Kolkata's heritage buildings are perhaps like no other in the country. This palatial mansion in North Kolkata was built by a wealthy Bengali merchant who collected different kinds of art with an intense passion.
Seems like I'm part of a fairy tale, but I'm actually at an 18th century Bengali home. Shivankar has invited a select few of his clientele here to showcase some of his unique jewelry. And I'm one of the lucky few.
Suvankar has come up with a unique idea for showcasing his jewelry. He's put together a private exhibition with models dressed in traditional attire, reminiscent of different eras, from feudal Bengal to colonial Calcutta.
You know, all the models have been given various roles. This is inspiration from the tribal Bengal jewelry. It's called the dokra, and it's very basic.
All the tribal women, they're always working out on the field or somewhere or the other. So that's the reason they have very basic jewelries. They cannot be always...
very
you know-
practical.
Yeah, it's very practical. And
You know, very interesting thing. I see this lovely
Yes.
chain you're wearing around your waist. Are you
Yes.
enjoying wearing this?
Yes,
Because I certainly
completely.
would.
oh yeah, I completely love this gold belly chain. You know, this is something that I may just wear it with my denim and top and just go out, party anytime.
While this is tribal jewelry, it's ethnic and it's rural. At the same time, it's very modern.
It
and
is, yeah.
very
Very stylish, very
contemporary.
contemporary, yeah.
The models here have taken on various characters: a traditional Bengali bride, a lady of aristocratic birth from the feudal zamindari era, a tribal woman. There's even a representation of an intellectual. Though I'm not sure intellectuals are supposed to have a specific kind of look. But hey, that's what artistic license is all about.
You're looking very, very royal and regal.
Thank you so much. Yes, I feel like a queen myself, you know.
Yes, you know, this kind of jewelry is inspired by the British colonialism. So you have the use of gold guineas.
So which of these is your favorite?
I love them all, but if I had to choose one, I think it would be this rose pendant.
You know, this pendant, it's carved out of the red coral. So, you know, rose is a very British design, but used in the Bengali jewelry a lot.
After that enchanting walk through the corridors of Kolkata's golden history, I'm all set to get an eyeful of what's considered new and trendy in the city, and what sort of bling gets women excited.
Shivankar, you've shown me pieces which are quite traditional in nature, but I want to see some trendy pieces.
See, before you see the trendy pieces, you need to understand what is the meaning of trendy and contemporary.
Right.
Basically, how we treat it is to play with colors, to play with structures, and to play with textures. Now here you see the flower. It's a traditional motif, but the way the colors are being played on it. Similarly, the geometric shapes that are being used. Yes.
And I haven't seen this shape in any of the jewelry you've shown me.
There's a unique piece I would like to show you. It's got 4 layers to it. And the motif is something very different. And the motif is a snail. It's the quirky shape of it that makes it very modern. And you know, you can wear it with your sari as well as with the gown for the red carpet.
This snail would make a perfect little pet. The contemporary jewelry of Kolkata seems to be all about experimenting with new designs and unconventional motifs. The owls, snails, and antelopes did come as a bit of a surprise, but they're quite fun and quirky, I think.
Now, where would you find an antelope on Indian jewelry?
In Kolkata.
Yes. I would like to show you something, one of our signature pieces. It's called the Cascade of Love. Gold is very inherently traditional and cultural to the hearts of Indians.
Right.
This piece is lots of hearts smiling at you, you know.
So does this work really well on Valentine's Day?
Every day is special to some people or the other. So when you're trying to show your love to someone, you know, this is a perfect piece.
You know, this also reminds me of pan leaves.
To a modern contemporary buyer, it's the heart. But to a traditional and a conservative buyer, this would be the palm leaves. And, you know, in the ancient times, people used to carry palm leaves in their bags
Right.
to ward off the evil eye. So they would think that, you know, they are wearing the palm leaves on their neck and the evil eye is being warded off.
I love how these designs are really practical and can be worn with just about any dress and for any occasion. Tradition seems to keep reinventing itself in Kolkata, and I'm meeting a designer who does exactly that. She transforms animist tribal designs into edgy contemporary jewelry. Arpita Saha draws inspiration from the traditional lifestyles, motifs, totems and design sensibilities of the tribes in the northeast of India.
Arpita, I haven't seen tribal jewelry in gold before. What made you translate all this into gold?
Gold obviously gives that solid raw effect, so it's absolutely solid high fashion jewelry.
So you could imagine it in any other metal.
No, I
that
just
gold.
couldn't, no, never.
Wow, what is this?
Well, this is a bison that's mostly found in the Arunachal and Nagaland.
This is a really dramatic piece. I'm
Try wearing it.
Yeah. It's quite light. You know, it looked heavy, but it doesn't feel heavy at all. So has this collection been inspired by a particular tribe or a region?
The ornaments you see here is mostly inspired by the northeast part of India, the tribals living there.
As elsewhere in the world, tribal ornaments in parts of northeast India are crafted with bones, beads, claws, horns, and other such materials. But Arpita has given it a brand new twist in 22-karat gold.
You see this piece especially.
This depicts hunting.
Of course. Yeah, and we've named it also the hunt. Hunting is a very integral part of their lifestyle. So this is a deer.
I haven't seen such a piece before.
This piece is very special to me.
Why?
You could see the type of work that's done, and it's all these are handmade. You know, it's not out of dyes or anything. You see, it's got the totem. Each community has their own typical type of totem. They usually place it in the front of their gateway.
It's nice to see how you're having fun with gold, so that it's not used only for weddings and bridal occasions. You've made it into a fashion statement.
Although this jewelry may not be for the blushing bride, it's great for giving a wacky edge to your wardrobe. Well, you'll definitely stand out in a crowd wearing that. And it's quite a conversation starter too. Here are a few tips on what to do with this multi-purpose long chain. You could wear it around your neck as a single strand, or for double impact, wrap it around your neck twice. A simple way to get a completely different look. Leave one strand longer than the other to look extra trendy.
So these are my golden chocolate earrings. When I'm getting married, this is the place I'm coming to.
Bengalis are as passionate about their food as they are about their jewelry. Well, to be honest, I think they may be more passionate about food than anything else. A trip to Kolkata is incomplete without stuffing yourself with some genuine Bengali fare, which includes Kolkata's own brand of confectionery. I'm at Flurry's, a local legend that you just can't miss going to. And I see they've made a shiny new addition to their baking list.
Hi,
Hello.
I just read edible jewelry.
Yes,
Is
please.
this all edible jewelry?
Yes, very much. In Calcutta, women like jewelry very much.
Yeah.
And sweets and jewelry, if combined, along with chocolate, so that marries well.
But what about the men?
They find it very interesting to gift it to their girlfriends,
Or
their wives.
What is this? Is this like all gold dust?
It's gold dust on hard dark chocolate.
So these are my golden chocolate earrings.
Held together with melted chocolate, this collection is garnished with 24-karat gold dust and sugar pearls. Ooh, if only all jewelry tasted so good.
What is this made of?
This is actually made of, ma'am, marshmallows and jujubes.
It's nice and colorful.
Yes, please, and it marries along with your dress as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's going really well with my dress. Do you have anything for people who are health conscious?
It's a bracelet which is made out of figs.
Oh, wow.
A
So
dry
this
fruit.
could be a snack, just
Yes,
bite
please.
into it
Yes, yes.
as and when I want.
Anytime.
I think I OD'd. I feel like a gold glutton. My stomach may be full, but my heart still yearns for a bit of old-school ornamentation. There's time for me to make one final visit to Suvanka's treasure trove. Why? Because my jewelry expedition is incomplete without a rendezvous with bridal jewelry.
Today, Nikita, I'm going to show you the typical bridal jewelry of Bengal. The bridal jewelry is a big, chunky, because that's the way it has been for the bride, because on the day of the wedding, everyone is looking at the bride.
In fact, I wonder, since bridal jewelry is so heavy, can it actually be worn on any other occasions, or just, does it just sit in the locker?
That's true, that's true. That's why we are always trying to create lighter designs.
This is quite light.
This is light. With the increasing price, people are trying to get affordable jewelry. So this is one such design where it's lighter. However, for the bride, it satisfies her needs as well. Another piece of jewelry which is a little chunky and heavy and more ornate and a little more designer. Here you go.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Shades, goggles. I should try on my golden shades.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
How cool is that?
You're looking like Catwoman.
just waiting for my Bengali Batman.
Other piece that I would like to show you is called the baju.
I think I should try this as well.
Well,
This was very easy to wear.
no, that's the speciality of the Bengali handicraft work, you know,
Right.
because
it takes to the shape of the body or the body part very well.
very well.
I'm surprised how light and comfortable this jewelry is. It looks a lot heavier than it is. The craftsmen have paid a lot of attention to the comfort of the bride.
How does it look?
It looks nice. You know, actually the gold on the ears kind of adds a glow to the face.
And I think it also helps you filter out everything you don't want to listen to.
Yes, and focus on your marriage.
The bridal collection does more than just accentuate the bride's beauty on her special day. Each piece also has a cultural significance, which makes it so much more meaningful.
So here you have something like a bracelet. You wear it on your wrist. It's called the mantasha. This motif of butterfly is very typical of a marriage. You know why? Because a butterfly is like a unison of two individuals into one. Like from a caterpillar, you become a butterfly. Similarly, from an unmarried woman, you're becoming a married woman. The last piece of jewelry for the Bengali bride.
The famous bala.
Yes, but it's just not any bala. It's the Makar Mukh bala. It's a mixture of crocodile and lion and dragon. You know, the teeth of Makar is considered to be aphrodisiac.
But where are the teeth?
I think for our customers, when they buy this, we'll give a bottle of aphrodisiacs with that instead of the teeth.
So maybe you can give me 2 of these. When I'm getting married, this is the place I'm coming to, for sure.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know jewelry could be such a turn-on. Literally. Kolkata had many wonderful surprises for me. Every piece of jewelry has a story to tell. Of centuries-old tradition, of craftsmanship, of historical influences, and of changing times. Here's a quick look at some of the pieces that stole my heart. I'd love to have this cascade of love around my neck. This owl necklace is a total hoot. Quirky, fun, chic, a must-have on my list. And look at this delicate necklace that's caught my eye. It's just the perfect piece for blinging up my day look. Kolkata had me mesmerized. In its old lanes and bazaars, its cinematic cityscape, its timelessness. You'll find such precious treasures here, but only if you know where to look. For all that glitters isn't always gold.